Hello and welcome to Share It With Ishani Podcast. And I am Ishani Gupta, radio anchor and public speaking coach. So I hope you all are doing really, really great because today I'm going to present to you a very interesting topic. So before that, a reminder for all of you to subscribe to my channel for more interesting content. So, coming to today's topic, I have a very interesting guest because this person is into a lot of things. He is someone who is not only a teacher but is a great artist. He is into music as well as poetry. So, let us please welcome Guy Dazin. Hi, Guy. How are you doing?
Thank you so much, Ishani. I'm so glad to be on your podcast. It is a great platform that you bring to the world with your colorful smile and your great tone of voice and your great public speaking abilities.
Thanks a lot. I'm really excited to have this conversation with you today. So please please tell our viewers that how you started your journey. I mean, how you became a teacher, how you moved on with other things. I mean, you got involved with your artistic talents, how you actually discovered that you are a great artist and you have, a knack towards music, poetry, as well as theater.
So there are a lot of questions to break down, but I'll try to do my best. I'll start with the beginning of my journey. So my journey began when I was born. I was born in Israel. I was born in Israel in 1992 in Tel Aviv. I was quiet, but I was a difficult child. In school, I didn't get along with a lot of people, so I was secluded, and art was my kind of means of expression, trying to run away from reality. So I started listening to music when I was very young. I took a lot of trips through the forest, trying to meditate and find my center because my mind was running at 100 miles an hour and I couldn't stop. And I had to find answers to my questions I had concerning the nature of the universe and specifically my existence and my value to this earth. So I started I started painting when I was very young. I started doing comic strips that were humoristic in nature, that had a very crude, maybe even I don't know. They were gross, I think, grotesque in nature. So I started developing characters and pseudonames and different story arcs that were interesting to me. And I came up with a lot of different worlds that I created through writing the comic strips and paint and drawing the characters, which I had no talent to draw at that point. But later on, I started going and getting inspiration from music that I was listening to, because you have to remember that I was very and when I was quite lonely, and my only option to break out of it was art, to listen to music when the rest of the people were talking about I don't know, their ordinary lives, and I wasn't interested because people were vulgar, I think, to me.
It is really wonderful. Yeah, it is really wonderful. Like the way you have actually diverted all your energy towards something positive instead of getting on a wrong path, or instead of doing something, which is not basically right thing to do, but instead you diverted all your energy towards something productive, something
Yeah, I'm
that
not perfect. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I have a lot of things I have to improve about myself, and things I don't know I have to improve, things I'm not aware of that
that
are
is,
coming
yeah,
up in the surface, because I'm getting a little bit older, not by much, but it's 29. I'm not no spring chicken, let's say. Um, but I think I have a lot of things to bring to the world. I've just recently
absolutely.
started. Thank you, thank you. I've just recently started teaching English and art history specifically, and it is the most rewarding job I ever had, I think, because I always try to volunteer. I always donate blood and stuff like this to people with different disabilities. Um, and I like helping. Each day I try to do some good, some act of kindness in the world. And I view it as one step towards a bettering this world, I think.
Really, like, absolutely, you are doing a really, really amazing job. I mean,
Thank
first
you.
of all,
Thank
you are
you.
not only being productive, you are not only contributing to the world, but you are also, helping the people in such a
Thank you.
wonderful way. So it
I
is
hope I
basically,
hope I am.
of course you are, right? It is serving not only others, but also your own self, your own soul. Like, just imagine, these days there are people around the world. They are, um, I believe art is something that can uh, help you calm yourself down, help you to relax, because there is a lot of struggle going on these days in the world. So many people are facing different types of challenges, and when it comes to art, it is something that can actually help you discover yourself, rediscover your soul,
Yes.
what you want. So this is really
Yes, I view art the same way I view English. English is a universal language, so is art.
yes,
Art is a universal language, because poetry, you can translate it into
yeah,
any language, but if you're a skillful enough of a translator to be able to get through the same kind of vibe and mysticism and images that the original poem evokes in the original language, that is a great thing. Excuse me. Also, a painting, you don't have to know anything about it. A
yeah,
painting, art says you have to show, don't tell. That is the mantra. That is the main mantra of art. You have to show, don't tell. If you tell a joke, okay, and you explain what the joke is about, you already told, and you already showed. You can't go back and say, oh, this means that, and now you get the joke now. No, art has to punch you. Excuse me for the language, for my French, but art has to give you a fist bump to the face, right into the face, the moment you encounter it. This is the mantra. This is the common denominator of every great artwork
yes.
and artist. Yes.
Very true, very true. Because art is something that you are expressing, but at the end of the day, it is open to interpretation. People can interpret art in their own ways. So this is really beautiful. I mean, amazing thing that you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You're
Hmm.
so kind.
We have such beautiful people in this world like you, guys. So, like, we need to thank you for contributing so much, for uh, like providing positivity and lighting up others' lives. This is something like really beautiful that you are doing.
I hope so.
Okay.
I hope so.
So you are such an amazing artist. I really want you to show our
Thank you.
viewers on my channel some of your sketches if you have them available around you.
Yeah, I have by chance one here that I keep by my desk. And this
Wow.
is a new one. This is a new one I started. I don't have a lot of pictures, but if you can see, this this is
Wow.
what's called a manga style, okay?
Wow.
Japanese
Amazing.
comic, Japanese comic style. It attempts to be a copy of a of an old school style, because this style ran out of use in the 90s. So in the 80s and 90s, this kind of
Yeah.
style was very popular in Japanese manga, and the artists that are responsible for doing this kind of style are called mangakas. And the mangaka is the
Oh,
one who draws pictures. It is the mangaka. And manga, it's called ridiculous pictures. It's the
it,
direct translation, mangaka. So
okay.
it was developed in the beginning of after the Second World War. So
Oh,
manga
this is
and
something I
anime.
have, yeah, I have seen for the first time. Like these days, the anime characters are a little different. I mean, this is
Yeah,
slightly different
yeah,
from what we see today.
yeah. This is more traditional. This is even more traditional.
Wow,
Well,
absolutely beautiful.
a bit more proportional. Yes. It takes nerves of steel to be able to paint and draw, and you have to go through so much frustration, because I'm not a perfectionist, but I am the closest thing to a perfectionist, I think. And that is the problem, because I can't understand why I am able to do something amazing that I consider amazing one day, and then the other I have nothing. I have drained all my inspiration, shall we say. The bank is empty.
Oh,
So I never figured it out. I guess it depends on I don't know, faith or something like that, or destiny.
so what? I mean, I really don't know why you are saying that, because for me, your sketches are absolutely perfect. I mean, I really don't know this art, Japanese manga.
Oh,
I am not familiar with this art form, but
thank
to
you,
me,
thank you
to
so
my
much.
eyes, it is absolutely magnificent.
Thank you so much, so much.
Like, I really want to thank you for being on my show. So
Thank
this was
you.
an amazing episode with you, amazing insight into the art world. And we got to learn about what Japanese manga is, and we got to
Yes, you
view
should.
your
You should.
sketches. So thanks a lot for being on my show,
Thank you.
Kai. Some closing,
Namaste.
namaste, namaste. Closing lines from you?
Some closing lines. I had so much fun talking with you. You are also an inspiration for me. I have not known you for a long while, but from what I gathered so far, it is only good things. You're a good-hearted person and a lovely conversationalist and a great podcast host. And I
Oh,
hope to talk with you further in the future.
thanks a lot. You are so kind. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. See you. Bye bye.
Bye.